Welcome to Geared Up. I'm Todd Bishop.
I'm Andrew Edwards.
All right, we have some big stuff to talk about this
Yeah.
week and some disappointments to talk about this week. Andrew's
Couple of
going to
them.
be playing counselor here for people who are disappointed about the delay of the Apple HomePod and also the effective delay of the Echo Spot from Amazon, which I
right.
think was my favorite device.
I was
coming out of
excited.
that
I mean, I'll
announcement.
play counselor, but I also have to do some self-soothing because I'm also pretty dejected about this.
All right. In addition, we're going to be wrapping up Cyber Monday and Black Friday, talking about some of the deals that came out and what you can do with them, and maybe some that you might want to return
Yes,
based
absolutely.
on Andrew's recommendations.
Absolutely.
Plus, we're going to be giving a little bit of a recap of my usage of the Amazon Cloud Cam and revisiting some of Andrew's advice for me with my iPhone 10, which
Yeah,
partially worked.
partially worked. I mean, better than not working at all.
That's right. All right.
What's first?
What's first? So first, let's talk about the HomePod.
Oh, man.
This is Apple's new high-end smart speaker.
Yeah.
This was announced a couple months ago now,
Mhm.
along with the iPhone 10, and it was originally supposed to come out for the holidays.
Yeah, December. It's supposed to come out December, and it was announced that Apple is delaying this until early 2018. And does that mean January 2018? Does that mean March 2018? We don't know. This happened last year, though. I don't know if you remember or
I
not.
don't.
But when Apple, the home, or what are they called? The AirPods. Okay. The AirPods were supposed to be released, and they got delayed,
Oh,
and they
right.
said they wouldn't release them until quote unquote later this year. So they were supposed to come out in September, and they came out in early December.
Okay.
So they didn't come out like on December 31st. But Apple, why do they have so much trouble releasing like music related hardware on time?
Yeah. Okay.
What's going on?
So this is the $349 smart speaker, really high end. It's not even really an Echo competitor. It's more
Right.
of a Sonos competitor.
Absolutely.
So here's my question. People who saw this HomePod announcement thought, oh my gosh, that'd be a great gift or something that I want for the holidays.
Yeah.
Clearly, this is not going to be in time for the
No,
holidays.
it's not.
What should people do? Is it worth waiting for, first off?
Well, there's some reasons you might want to wait, and there's some reasons why you might want to just forego it and get something else. So if you're planning on using it as a music speaker that you can talk to and make requests to, you can get something like the Sonos One. The Sonos One just came out, I think, about roughly a month ago, and it's the replacement to the Sonos Play One. It is a fantastic speaker. It sounds amazing, and they have Amazon Alexa built in. Sonos speakers can play music from pretty much any music service you could think of, the mainstream ones, as well as like the really obscure music services, as well as like radio stations from all across the world. So any music pretty much on the planet, you can stream through Sonos, and you can use Amazon's Alexa to help you do that. And they're going to add other voice services to it as well over time.
So I want to make sure I understand. So on some devices, you can control them with another Alexa device.
That's right.
This one actually has Alexa built in.
Built in, yes.
So you just buy this, you've got Alexa. It's like
Yes.
an Echo with a better speaker.
Yeah, exactly. And it can stream from pretty much anywhere. So the thing with the HomePod that you wouldn't be getting here is, number one, Siri. If you use HomeKit in your house and you want to be able to talk to Siri out loud and have it control your smart home devices, the Sonos Play One won't do that, or the Sonos One, rather, won't do that. And, Apple has its ecosystem. So it has, the HomePod is going to have iCloud integration, and it's going to use your iPhone to do some certain tasks and things like that. But if you're really just buying a speaker for music and being able to just speak out loud and request something, the Sonos One is a good option. And what is it, about $150 less?
That's right. So the HomePod is $349. Right now, you can get the Sonos One for $199, and you can get it delivered next day through
Right.
Prime.
You get it tomorrow.
Clearly, that is an alternative. And it sounds like that would be a great alternative.
It's
for
a great
folks.
alternative. Now, the Apple HomePod does, from people who've heard it, it does sound better than a Sonos One. It sounds closer to a Sonos Play 3, which is a more expensive Sonos speaker. And it also does this spatial recognition where you put the HomePod down somewhere, and it can recognize in the room its place, and it can also recognize in the room any other HomePods and where they are in space and optimize the sound for that. And apparently that specific feature you don't usually find in speakers that cost less than $5,000.
Hmm.
So, if that is something that you're into, you're going to have to either pay much more money for a speaker that can do the same thing or wait for the HomePod, which hopefully, fingers crossed, comes out in January rather than March.
Okay. I got to say, the other one that I'm a little bit disappointed about is the Echo Spot.
Oh, man.
Do you remember this?
That thing looks cool.
Yeah, this is the one that Amazon came out with. Think of it like an Echo Show,
right,
with the screen, but in the form of a bedside clock.
Yeah,
essentially, that's basically what it is.
It's almost like it looks like a Nest thermostat, kind of propped up on your desk with a little circular display. And it has Alexa built in, so you can talk to it, and you can have video conversations with people and get visual alerts. I thought that was cool, and I'm confused because how hard is this thing to make? Why is this being delayed?
So they originally said it was going to be released on December 19th, and in fact, there will be some that are shipping on that date. So technically, this has not been delayed. If you got in very early, from what I understand, you actually will get it on December 19th.
How early was early?
I don't know. I don't know how early. I mean, it depends on what Amazon's inventory is. I just checked, and I tried to order one right now, and it's expected to be delivered in early January.
Okay.
So after Christmas.
So that's a disappointment. That looks like that's something that people would like to see under the Christmas tree. You know what I mean? That and the HomePod. Or the holiday tree, whatever tree you have. It would have been cool to see those devices under it.
Absolutely.
Go back to that page, though.
Yeah.
Do you still have that page open?
Yep.
All right. If you go back to the Echo Spot product page and scroll up.
Yep.
All the way on the right in that bar.
Yep.
What's up with that? Click on that.
The Echo Look?
This is the worst delay in history. What's going on?
Wait,
the Echo Look still
so,
isn't available for purchase.
So the Echo Look is still essentially in private preview.
Why?
I've asked for a review unit of the Echo Look and have not yet gotten one. For people who are forgetting about this, and frankly, it's getting hard to keep track of all of the different
Echo devices.
So
right.
The Echo Spot is the small bedside one with the screen. The Echo Look is the one for the countertop or the table with the larger screen.
Nope, that's the Echo Show.
The Echo Show, the Echo Show is the one with the larger screen, and the Echo Look is the one that actually takes pictures of you, so you can send in your photos to fashion advisors, and they can tell you,
do you look good or not today?
Do you look good or not today?
Do you want to save this
Do you
outfit?
really need anybody to tell you that, Andrew?
Never. I never have. But still, I would like to see what Amazon has to say about my fashion, fashion choice. I just want to know. But I feel like we talked about this thing a year ago. What is going on? This is not that hard to manufacture. Are they trying to ramp up their staff of fashion experts? They don't have enough. What is happening?
I connect this, at least indirectly, to Amazon Go, which is their retail store where they have a bunch of sensors in there. Mm-hmm. And they've struggled to get those sensors to work. And that was originally supposed to open to the public early this year. It's still in private beta testing.
Oh, wow.
Here you have a device with sensors with Intel's RealSense in it. I wonder if there isn't a bigger fundamental challenge that Amazon is having with some of these consumer devices and behind-the-scenes infrastructure that rely on sensors. And I don't know, maybe they're unrelated, but it's interesting that both of the things that were promised earlier, or at least announced earlier and expected to be released to the public sooner than they have been, involve sensors. I don't know.
Right. Was there ever a press preview of that store? Did you get to go in there?
No.
I'm curious. I'd love to. Come on, Amazon.
No, absolutely.
That sounds cool.
We've asked. You know something? It's a good reminder. I should probably renew our request to tour the Amazon Go store.
Get that request, the Echo Look request, and the Spot request. Hey,
exactly.
Let's get this on geared up before the end of the year.
So, if you were planning to get the Echo Spot, do you have any advice for people? This was $130. I mean, at that point, it's sort of like a commodity.
The thing with this is that there's no real replacement for it, because you can say, okay, just get an Echo Dot, which will work great for voice, but there's no screen. You're not going to have video calls. You're not going to get just the glanceable info. Or you can get the Echo Show, but how much is that?
The Echo Show is $230.
So you're paying, $230?
Yeah, you can get it cheaper versus $130 for the Echo Spot.
Okay.
You can get the Echo Shows cheaper if you buy them in a 2-pack.
Buy them in pairs.
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's not really a product to replace this.
The Echo Spot.
Remember Chumby back in the day?
No.
It was from I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago. Chumby, I think it was called. It was like a pillow that had a screen. Yeah, it was like a pillowy. It was like a pillow. It had a screen. It looked like this. This is like the new version of Chumby.
Okay. All right.
If you're old school tech, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Understood. Okay. So bottom line, if you were thinking about getting the Apple HomePod, look at the Sonos One.
Look at the
Definitely
Sonos One.
a cheaper and probably for most ears just as good smart speaker.
Yeah.
If you were thinking about getting the Echo Spot, the small alarm clock sized display screen Echo device, maybe order it and wait.
Yeah, just wait. It's not that big of a delay. And then there's also don't forget there's the Google Home Max that's coming as well.
Okay. Is that worth considering?
I think so. I mean, it's big, it's loud. It's more expensive than the HomePod.
That's
though.
right.
I
It's
think it's $400. Yeah,
yeah.
$399. So, but that's coming too. So there's a lot of things happening in the smart speaker arena right now.
All right, coming up on Geared Up, we are going to be talking about the top selling items from Cyber Monday and Black Friday, and maybe the items that you might want to return if you did end up
You
getting
made some
them.
mistakes.
You're listening to Geared Up on GeekWire, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Geared Up on GeekWire. I'm Todd Bishop.
I'm Andrew Edwards.
All right, we just talked about some of the items that are going to be delayed for the holiday season,
Yeah.
but many items, of course, were flying off the virtual shelves on Cyber Monday and Black Friday.
Absolutely.
We did our holiday gift guide, and you talked about a bunch of items that people should be buying. So if you haven't heard that episode, be sure to check it out in your podcast feed.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew, one of the biggest items that Amazon sold was the Echo Dot.
Of course.
As we talked about,
Of
it's
course.
discounted
Probably the
to
biggest
30.
seller of the day, I would assume, right?
Absolutely, and that is really a commodity. $30, you basically the entry point for the smart home. But can you guess what one of the other top Amazon selling items was?
The Echo.
The Echo was, but what about the Instant Pot?
The Instant Pot. That's not an Amazon device.
No, but it was through Amazon.
But
Was
that's
sold.
crazy.
Exactly, that's true. It's not an Amazon. It might as well
It
be
should
though.
be.
Isn't it exclusive to Amazon? At
I don't
this
know.
point?
Is it?
I know they've got some.
They
kind
need
of
an
deal.
Alexa one.
The Instant Pot. I'd be curious to know how many folks out there have one of these already. Amazon.
Comment if you have an Instant Pot. We need to know.
Absolutely. Amazon sells tons of these things, and they're predicting that these are essentially going to become as common as smartphones
What?
someday. I've
The
seen
Instant
stats,
Pot?
like some 90% of households they're saying
Are you
will eventually have an
serious?
Instant Pot. Yes, they put stats out there about some insane thing. This is essentially a modern pressure cooker.
Yeah.
For folks who did get one of these on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, what's your advice? What should they do with these
Keep
things?
it. First of all, keep it. The Instant Pot is great. I mean, we're veering into the cooking category, but this is kitchen tech, especially if you got an Instant Pot. They have ones that have Bluetooth built in, so you can connect to an app on your phone
Really?
to manage your cooking. But yeah, I mean, this is basically like the no-brainer cooking station. You put anything in there.
Yep.
Anything. I don't know, chicken, beef, pork, shrimp, beans, stew, rice, oatmeal. You can make yogurt. I mean, this makes everything. You just put stuff in there, you close the lid, you press a couple of buttons, and it does the rest. It's crazy. And I think you told me you put like some frozen chicken in there, and 30 minutes later, dinner was ready.
The frozen chicken is how I sold my wife on this. Now, she still has started putting it above the fridge, on top of the fridge, which is the universal symbol in our house for obsolescence. But I keep bringing it back
Where
down
would you
to
want to
kitchen.
have it? Just leave it on the counter?
Right next to the Keurig.
Right there.
So, no, but the frozen chicken, the thing that I love to do in the Instant Pot is
Tell
like
me.
on a Sunday, I'll hard boil a dozen eggs in the Instant Pot
In the Instant
6
Pot?
minutes.
What?
Yes, it's insane.
I don't
how quickly you
understand
can
how this
hard-boil
works.
eggs. Yeah.
I mean, it is magic. It's magic. The Instant Pot is great. I mean, it makes sense why it's probably a great deal because they're not even that expensive. Even if it's not Black Friday, they're not that expensive. So,
By the
you
way,
don't know about this Instant Pot.
yeah, I found that Amazon stat. They showed a slide at their all hands internal meeting back in August. They say 98.7%. Is this a joke? Maybe it is a joke. 98.7, like 98, like the temperature.
Oh.
At any rate,
Okay.
they claimed at the time 98.7% of households will own an Instant Pot by the year 2022. Do you buy that? That seems
I don't know.
seems like
I
way
don't
too
know.
many.
I don't know this industry. I don't know the cooking industry that
seems
well
like
to
too
be able.
many.
I don't know that I can discount that. But I mean, they're selling so many. They know
Yeah.
the thing with Amazon is they know how many households have memberships, and they know what these households are buying. So Amazon should be in the position to be able to specify who's buying this.
Yeah.
Is it a joke though? Is it a
It
joke?
doesn't
why
seem like a
why are
joke.
they
There's an
pointing? Why are
actual
they pointing at like
presentation.
Rhode Island?
That's the Rhode Island is the only one. It looks like actually Pennsylvania.
Okay,
It doesn't have one on the
DC?
map. At any rate, yeah, the Instant Pot, big favorite.
What was did you buy anything on Black Friday or Cyber Monday?
You know,
Anything popular in your household?
I did buy 2 Echo shows, one for each of my
Okay.
for my wife's parents
Yes.
and for my parents
And
for
do
the
you have
video
one?
conferencing, and I do too.
You already have
So
one.
I
Okay.
did the 2 for Echo show pack,
Yes.
and I sent one to my folks' house and one to my wife's folks. And so the idea is to do instant video conferencing.
Yeah.
Because we did Skype for a while, but you got to log into your computer or
Skype's
your
terrible.
phone, and the whole
Microsoft
notion,
Skype is terrible.
the whole notion,
Fix it.
the whole notion of just like saying, Alexa,
Drop in.
call mom.
Oh, you're gonna call mom or you're gonna drop in on mom?
We're not doing the drop in. Like
calling
we're
mom.
actually
Okay.
calling.
You're calling mom.
Yeah, the drop in is where that's just too creepy. I'm sorry.
Amazon's
not-
all about like just letting people into your home.
Yes, exactly.
Just come on
Yeah.
in.
That's right.
Alexa's talking to us back there, by the
Okay,
way.
all right.
I did buy a couple of things, not on Black Friday though, but on the last show, Claire talked about a game called Code Names.
Yes.
I went home and bought that immediately. In the same order, I bought the Impossible
The
game
Play Impossible
ball.
game balls.
I got 2 of those.
Yeah. Did you get different colors?
No, I didn't know there were different colors.
Yeah, that's my one advice. If you do go back and get the
What the heck?
Play Impossible game ball, make sure you get a blue one and a green
There was
one.
no. It didn't show the option.
I know. I ran into the same problem. You
I
got
was
to kind
excited and now I'm disappointed.
yeah, because it is way better to have 2 different colors.
Yes, of course. Now
Yes.
here's another thing that here's a game that we did not talk about last week.
Yes.
I'm just veering off real quick. We don't even have a picture of it. It's called Drop Mix. Have you heard of this game?
Drop mix.
Drop Mix. All right. Drop Mix has a board that has Bluetooth built in, and it has a slot on one side of the board where you put in a phone or a tablet. And what you do is you have these cards, and there's 5 places on the board where you can play your cards. And each card has an NFC chip inside of it. So when you place the card on the board, it starts playing music, popular
Whoa.
music. And you have 5 places on the board, and depending on where you place the card, it might be the vocals from that song or the percussion or the guitar or the bass, and you start mixing your music. So it's kind of like you're playing Uno in a way with 5 different stacks, but the goal is to get 21 points, but as you're playing, you're mixing the music, and on the board, what's keeping score is your iPad or your phone, and that's where the music's coming from, and it's amazing. This game is so good.
So it's Drop Mix. It looks like it's made by Hasbro and Harmonix.
Harmonix,
So-
maker of Rock Band.
Right.
So if you know Rock Band or if you know they're not Rock Band. They are Guitar Hero.
Okay.
So Guitar Hero and DJ Hero, this is a board game version of those basically. It's so good. If you have anyone that even just likes music and likes playing board games or card games, this is a fantastic game to get them. It's so fun.
So I hate to tell you, Harmonix made Rock Band and Dance Central.
Dance Central is a popular game.
Yeah. So, but it's not.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
They didn't do Guitar Hero?
No, I think somebody else did Guitar Hero.
Somebody else did Guitar Hero. Okay.
Yeah, you were right the first time.
Fine. Well, Rock Band, still a good game. But yeah, there you go.
Oh wait, they did. Okay, did they do?
You know what
wait
happened?
A second, what
I
happened?
think what happened is Harmonix bought the company that did Guitar
oh,
Hero.
okay.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
But there you. Either way, they
It's-
obviously have the reputation for making good music games. And Drop Mix does not require it's not an Xbox One or PlayStation 8. It's just a board with a smart device on one end and cards. It's great.
And so, how much does it cost?
I believe it's $60 for the game, and for the it has 4 decks of cards in there. They call them playlists, so 4 playlists, and then you can buy extra add-on packs if you want to get more cards or more music. But I've been having a great time. It's even fun to play by yourself because you can just put it in just mix mode and just play the cards by yourself and see what kind of music you can make. So Drop Mix.
So that was your Black Friday
It wasn't even Black Friday. I bought it before Black Friday, but yes, we'll just call it my Black Friday purchase because I didn't buy anything on Black Friday or Cyber Monday. Although it is still Cyber Week.
Yes.
We still have time.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So anything else that you'd want to talk about from the latest deals? And how much have you saved on Ernie?
How much have I saved on Ernie? I just showed my wife yesterday. I got my screen on my phone filled up with notifications yesterday. And so I took a screenshot. And here you can see Ernie just sent me these messages yesterday.
Wow.
Just in one day, $10 back, $34.94 back, $20.99 back, $9.75 back, and $41.90 back.
Wow.
So 5 different transactions. It just saved me, got me the refund. It's so good.
So Ernie, EARNY, is
Yes.
an app that we talked about last week that monitors your accounts and ties into your Amazon account and then checks to see if prices drop and then saves you the money, takes 25%
Right.
cut as a commission. Here's how much I've saved on Ernie, Andrew.
Nothing. Okay, wait, go to claiming.
Yes,
Go to
claiming.
Go to claiming. See if anything showed up. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing
Am I
you've bought.
buying the wrong things?
Well,
or maybe I'm buying them at the right time.
So here's what I've seen from Ernie is it shows me my feed of everything I bought.
Yeah.
And I can go into something I bought last week and it'll show me a price drop, but it looks like they don't start claiming until it's close to the 90 days, so it can get you whatever the lowest was. So if here's your Echo or some batteries, if these batteries drop today by $5, I think what they're going to do is wait to see maybe they go down $7 at some point.
Okay.
And then they start claiming. So but either way, I mean, to me, it's like a no-brainer. It's just getting money back for me that I wouldn't otherwise have. Fantastic. I'm excited about that.
All right. So that's a recap of some of the things we've been talking about for Cyber Monday and Black Friday. And we're going to be right back with a hands-on and a discussion of the Amazon Cloud Cam.
Yes.
And we're going to revisit your advice for me on my iPhone 10.
Tunity. All right.
All right. Stick around. We'll be right back on Geared Up. Back to Geared Up on GeekWire. It's Todd Bishop.
I'm Andrew Edwards.
Quick correction from the previous segment. It looks like the drop mix manufacturer suggested retail price is $100. It's available right now for $90.
$90.
On Amazon.
Still worth it though.
The drop mix gaming system is
still
what we were
worth
talking
it.
about.
So even though it is about $30 more than I said it was, still very fun.
Still very fun. And you can get the packs for relatively.
Yeah, the add-on
small
packs
amount.
roughly $15 to $30.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So I have been trying out in my house the Amazon Cloud Cam.
So you got your wife to lighten up and allow you to install this in your home, because last time you said she didn't want it anywhere near the house. Not even near.
So here's the thing. When it was in conjunction with Amazon Key, the virtual key service,
which allows Amazon to open your front door, unlock it, and deliver packages inside your home.
Right. In conjunction with Cloud Cam, that's where she was saying no.
That's where
didn't
the line
want
is
Amazon,
drawn.
did not want Jeff Bezos to have the keys to our house.
Okay.
My question was, okay, is Cloud Cam worth it on its own? That's
Right.
been my big question. Now, I have to, full disclosure, I am not a Nest user, so I'm going to need to rely on you for some of the context here. I actually found the Cloud Cam to be relatively easy to use. A couple of the things that I liked about it. First off, the Alexa integration. So I was able to set it up very quickly and just walk upstairs and say to my Echo Show, Alexa, show me the front door.
Right.
And immediately, without any kind of setup, zero setup, it just connected through my account, saw that it was the front door, and showed me the image from the Cloud Cam. I thought that was really slick.
Cool.
I thought it was slick.
So if you have a Nest or other outdoor camera or indoor or outdoor camera that isn't Amazon branded, what you would do is a one-time setup. For example, you would say, Alexa, set up Nest. Then it would ask you to log into Nest, and then from then on, you could say, show me the front door.
Got it.
So just one extra step, but this one eliminates that.
Yep. And to be clear, I did have to set up the camera, but since it was connected through my Amazon account, there were no additional steps. One bummer, I wanted to attach this thing to the roof. In other words, to the ceiling.
Which
not
makes
to the
sense.
Roof, not to the roof, to the ceiling. So I've got it here in my hand.
I mean,
and
it looks like it's shaped in a way that it's basically inviting you to do that.
Yeah. So it's basically sitting on a stand, and it's meant to be done this way. And you can see the Amazon logos on the top. It's meant to be positioned upright.
Right side up.
And you would think that if you turned it upside down and put the stand effectively as the attachment to your ceiling, which would be really convenient in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, I would expect that. I would expect that to work.
Just like a smartphone, it would flip the aspect, flip the orientation, and No, it shows up then upside down. So
That's terrible.
Bummer number one. So that was a bit of a bummer.
That's a software update. So feature request.
Yes.
Like make that change. I mean, that's a natural thing that you want to do is get the widest view possible at putting it on the ceiling.
Yeah. So that was a bit of a bummer. I will say this: there are no multi-user accounts. So in other words, to be able to log in and see the clips, you only can do that through one Amazon login. However, I was able to hook this up on my wife's phone, and we were both able to run the CloudCam app through the same login on our individual phones.
Right.
So that's useful not only for the ability to check in and monitor the live stream or the recorded clips, but also because they have the home away feature.
Yeah.
So they sense when your phone is at the address where your CloudCam is at, and then they turn off the CloudCam, so you're not just constantly recording yourself in your own house.
Right.
So a little bit cumbersome in terms of the fact that you can't have multiple users on the same.
I don't know why you can't. That's weird because Amazon has the idea of family accounts built into the Kindle.
Yeah.
In the Kindle, you can say, okay, this is my child, this is my spouse, and we can all share the same content with their own individual logins.
Right.
You should be able to say, when my wife comes home, she wants the camera settings to be this way. When I come, you know what I mean? Like
this feels like this feels like a version 1 release. That's the bottom line here. It may be verging on beta. Yeah. So that said, the image is good. I was able to set this up in such a way that I was able to see not only the window in my office, but the entryway and the entryway to the garage door. So the front door, garage door, and my office window,
all from one
camera because of the 180 degree
not bad
view. So I have seen some commentary online that the Nest cameras have a slightly wider field of view,
a little bit.
But I actually did like that aspect of it. It's been reliable. We went on vacation for a week. It ran the entire time, no problems. So overall, at this cost, I think it's
what
okay.
Was the cost again? It wasn't that bad.
No, the cost is $120.
Okay.
So, I think it's worth it. If you're in the Amazon ecosystem already and you don't have a Nest, I think it's worth considering. Now, you do have to pay a monthly subscription if you want access to the clips beyond 24 hours.
Okay.
That's
pretty typical throughout
standard.
The entire smart camera industry, if you will. The one thing I'd say, though, is it is part of the Amazon ecosystem, but Amazon doesn't really have a smart home ecosystem. They have the smart home control through Alexa, which is taken over everywhere, but you can't get a Amazon camera that works with your Amazon thermostat, which also works with your Amazon smoke detector.
Not yet. That's
Not
the
yet.
thing. I think this is step number 1 into many different places for Amazon.
It could be, but it also makes me weary or leery of when the Amazon thermostat comes out, version 1, how good is that going to be? They don't usually come out and say, okay, we're matching feature for feature with what's already out there. I mean, they could have done that here.
The other thing that would start to concern you with the Amazon thermostat, for example, if there ends up being one, is when the temperature in your house dips below a certain level, will they suddenly pop up an alert and say, hey, just want to let you know we've got this sale on blankets.
Right, blankets. Or, we sense that you need a new filter for your air system. Are you ready to buy? Like, stop trying to sell. Don't sell to me in my own home, Amazon. Well, I guess everybody sells to you in your own home.
Yeah. Well, I think they're going to reach a point there where they can only take that so far.
Yeah.
And obviously these are hypothetical situations we're talking about, but
or you have a cloud key and they just deliver the blankets and they say we're going to charge you unless you return them in 30 days. You have 30 days to return them, but we took the liberty of delivering these because it's cold in your home.
So those are a few initial thoughts after about 2 weeks with the CloudCam. I like it. I'm going to continue using it for the time being, and I think it's a good starter camera, especially for people like me who haven't had one in the house before.
Yes.
All right. Last thing here. You gave me some advice a couple weeks ago on my new iPhone 10. My biggest problem that I was running into was the headphones.
No headphone
the iPhone
jack.
10 were not compatible with the
so it
regular
wasn't
headphone jack. It was the fact that the headphones I had
headphones
were not compatible because they're Lightning with the exercise equipment at my gym, so I
Yes.
couldn't listen to the TV at the gym anymore. So you advised me to try an app called
Tunity.
Tunity.
An app called Tunity, which what they claim to do, and someone gave us a thumbs up in the chat. They said they like it. What they claim to do is if you have a TV that's muted, that basically doesn't have the audio coming out of it. So if you're at an airport, for example, or something like that, where they have TVs on with subtitles, you can open up the Tunity app, and using your location and I don't know what else they use, but somehow they figure out what's on the TV, and then they put the audio feed through your phone.
So here's what you do. You hold up the phone and you essentially capture an image of the screen, and then
Okay.
they identify it as, for example, like CNBC. I love to
Yeah.
listen to CNBC in the morning at the gym just to
Okay.
catch up on all the stock business news
Right.
and all that stuff, which creates the first problem in the gym scenario.
Okay.
You don't want to be the guy in the corner of the gym on the exercise bike holding up his phone as if you're recording something.
You don't.
No, who
You don't.
does?
Hey.
Who does? Like that's the first kind of the weird
Okay.
social awkward interaction. Like I want to
Well,
look
how
at the
long do you
people
have to
around
show
me.
it up? How long do you have to do that?
It's a good 5-7 seconds, long enough that, suddenly you're the creep in the corner.
Okay. Okay.
So that's problem number 1. Problem number 2 is syncing the audio.
Yeah.
You can sort of fast forward the audio and delay it to sync it up. It, for me, takes some time to get the audio
Really
to sync
fine-tune.
up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. It can, like, you can sit there for 5 minutes trying to get the audio
Okay.
right, and you're like, oh wait, did Jim Cramer just say that? Oh, and then you're like, fast forward a little bit.
Right,
Oh,
right.
I'm just off.
Yeah.
It's not automatic in
Okay.
terms of the sync between the audio and the video feed. That said, I love the concept.
Did it always, aside from those two issues, did it always find the audio feed of the
Yes.
show you were watching?
Yeah, and the thing I like about it is not only did it find the audio feed, but it also gave you related content. Like it brought up CNBC's Twitter feed. And so if you're on a
Oh,
news station
not bad.
that, is really active on its Twitter feed, you're essentially getting some great supplemental information about
Yeah.
what the broadcast is talking about.
Okay. And the app is free,
trying.
right?
And the app's free. Yeah.
Free app,
With advertising in it.
of course.
With
Of course.
yeah.
So it sounds like the first issue is just a self-confidence issue on your part.
Maybe I just need to stand up, walk over
'Cause,
to
hey,
there and go,
that's
I'm
what I would
using
do.
an app, damn it.
Yeah, like just go closer to the TV. Just walk to the TV. So point up there. So obviously it's like, oh, this guy's looking at the TV,
Doing
He's
something
the
weird with an
TV.
app and his
Right,
phone on the TV.
Right. Who cares? He's not taking a video of me, so I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Maybe that's it. It's more. I don't think it's self-confidence. It's just laziness. I'm on. I've made my way to the exercise bike. I don't want to have to then stand up,
Right.
give
Right.
it up, walk it over to the
Terrible.
TV.
Someone
Yeah,
else takes it.
exactly. And issue number 2 is a little more technical.
Other than
Tunity.
that,
Tunity, highly recommended. other than
Tunity is
that.
the app. Other than that,
Yeah,
how is your iPhone 10 treating you? Are
I
you
love
liking
it. And I will say I am so amazed at how efficient I've become without the home button.
Right.
It's just
Right.
it's just small little movements of your thumb do amazing things.
Yeah, yeah. And it's weird how, at first for me it was a little odd, like getting used to the gestures.
Yep.
And then after a couple weeks, you go back to like my wife decided she likes the 8 Plus. She needs the home button. She likes the bigger screen. 10's not for her. And I'll pick up her phone and use it. And I'm like, oh, I don't know how to use this anymore. Like I'm swiping up with my thumb. It's like
Yeah.
nothing's happening. Oh, a home button. It's just weird how quickly your mind wraps around the new concept.
And to me, the gestures are not just different; they're actually better. It's a better way to navigate
Yeah.
the phone.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I
So-
think we'll see that more in other phones going forward too. Gesture-based navigation.
Yeah, I really like it. I highly recommend it. It's super expensive, the most I've ever spent for a phone, but I don't
Absolutely.
regret it.
Oh, I saw a stat today that this past weekend, the iPhone 10, 256 gigabyte, was the best seller.
Wow. So
That
that's
is the
one I
most
got.
expensive. So not just because there's the iPhone 8, which is very similar as far as power goes to the iPhone 10, but basically the best-selling iPhone through third-party source, because Apple's not giving their numbers, was the most expensive $1,149 smart iPhone.
Yeah.
Most expensive one is the bestseller.
All right, we're going to wrap up the Geared Up podcast this week.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we'll be back with more next time.
Yes, we will.
Until next time, I'm Todd Bishop.
I'm Andrew Edwards.
Talk to you next time on Geared Up on GeekWire.
Goodbye.
Hey, before we end the live stream,
Yeah.
Best Black Friday or Cyber Monday product any of you bought? I'd be really curious to hear it. Drop
What
it
did
in
you
the
buy
comments.
on Black Friday? Drop it in the comments right now. We need to know.
What was the best thing you bought?
Drop Mix.
Drop Mix.
Drop Mix. I mean, it wasn't a Black Friday thing, but Drop Mix has had my attention when I'm not working. I want to play Drop Mix. What about you? Didn't buy anything.
I didn't.
You didn't buy anything.
You know what I really want for Christmas? There's a game called Alto's Adventure. Have you heard of this?
Isn't that a smartphone game?
It's a smartphone game. It has
It's
nothing
like
really.
$3.
Well,
What do you
no,
mean that's what you want
no,
for Christmas?
No. So there is a sequel that's supposed to have come out this last summer
Alto's
for
Adventure
Alto's
2.
Adventure. No, it's a different one. It's I'd have to look it up. I've been waiting for it.
But that's what you want for Christmas.
I want this the company
smartphone app.
Snowman. I want them to come out with the damn game.
You want you want them to release the game. All right, someone said they got a wireless charger, which is cool. Have you done wireless charging? Have you messed with that yet?
No, but I can on the iPhone.
You
10,
can,
right?
yes.
I have not.
Wireless charging is nice. I like to get the wireless charger that also acts as a stand so I can still see my phone.
Alto's Odyssey.
Alto's
What
Odyssey.
it's called.
That's what you're waiting for.
Yep.
There's a trailer. Do you sign up to get the adventure to find out
Yes,
when it
yes.
launches? Oh, man.
So
Okay.
what else?
A few iPhone cases. Someone got a few Echo Dots with TP-Link smart plugs and a Fire TV stick. Fire TV stick was only $25. That was a good deal.
Has that gotten better since version 1?
I think it got a little better, but it's not. I mean, it's
not
the best.
on
It's
the
a
level
Fire
with the
TV.
Fire TV.
But it's a stick. I mean, $25.
I know, but is the savings worth the endless buffering that you have to sit through on at least on the first version
Right,
of
the
Fire
first version
Stick.
was not that great, but
Yeah.
but it has improved. Someone got a few iPhone cases. Why would you get a few iPhone cases?
To mix it up, swap them out.
That's fashion. Google Home Mini.
Oh, nice.
Someone was looking for some headphones but couldn't find some. What do you
still wanna
recommend?
Oh, okay.
Bluetooth headphones. AirPods. If you're an iPhone user, AirPods are fantastic. You don't have any AirPods? do
No,
you?
I've asked for them for Christmas.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Are you recording this for my mom, Claire?
Claire, what did you get on Black Friday?
I had no internet service all weekend.
Claire had no internet service and
She-
therefore did not do any Black Friday shopping.
Do you know what Claire got?
What'd you get?
Peace.
Peace and quiet. Peace and quiet. Someone got an Apple TV. Someone got the Philips Hue starter pack. That's smart home. Smart home. Now the question about Bluetooth headphones, aside from AirPods, I really like the Bose QC35. They sound good. You don't like the noise cancellation,
Give me
but
a like.
I like them. Sony also has a pair of headphones that I think are even better than the Bose. Apple came out with the Beats Studio Wireless 3 that has a W1 chip that does an automatic pairing to your Apple devices. So you have choices there.
All
Do
right.
not get the Google Buds though. Have you seen how terrible these are?
I've heard horrible
The Google
reviews.
Buds are terrible. Don't buy those.
Okay.
Get anything else.
All right. We got breaking news, so I got to get going.
Is it important?
Yeah, well.
Do they
it's,
need to
the
know?
Washington State Attorney General is apparently suing Uber.
Oh wow. Uber. Oh man. Okay. We got to go. Breaking
All right,
news.
read it on
Thanks for
Geekfire.
watching.